Okay, so now this is the second part here of dividing decimals. We learned that area is equal to base times height, and I was showing you in the previous tutorial that you can get from that the base is equal to area divided by the height. And you can also get that the height is equal to the area divided by the base. So if we can use this knowledge, we can use it to model division. For example, here's a question. 0.42 divided by 0.2. It's a really hard thing to conceptualize until you start using base 10 blocks. So what does that mean? It's very strange. It's hard to think of. We're used to thinking whole numbers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, how can I use this information here to figure out the equal, what it's equal to? And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to continue on with this. If I have 0.42 divided by 0.2, I'm going to pick one of these. I don't know if 0.2 is a base or height. It doesn't really matter, but let's say I pick this one. Okay, base is equal to area divided by height. So if this is area and this is height, what it equals to should be base. So that can be very, very useful. This is going to equal the base because base is equal to this divided by this. So we're going to use this formula, A divided by H, 0.42 divided by 0.2. So now all I have to do is make a rectangle with an area of 0.42 and a height of 0.2. So I'm going to go ahead and grab out what I think I'm going to need. I need 4 rods. That's 0.4 200. The small cubes. That's 0.42. Now I might initially put them out like this. That doesn't really make a rectangle. Now I'm going to see, once I lay out those, here's my height, 0.2. And when I make this rectangle, it's going to give me my answer. It's going to tell me what the base is. And what is the base? It's 1 whole, 2 whole, 1/10, 2.1. So my answer to this division question is 2.1. Okay, so 0.42 divided by 0.2 is 2.1. And I'll show you on a calculator. It does the exact same thing. And I'm going to show you that in a second. There we go, calculator. All right. So 0.42 divided by 0.2 equals 2.1. You see it? There we go. So here we have a way of conceptualizing division. It's strange because you start off with a small number and you're dividing it by an even smaller number and you get a big number. But think about it. This number allows 2/10 to fit in it 2.1 whole times. And that makes sense if you really think about it in an area model. Okay, so we'll do one more and then I'll get you to do an easier way. Okay, so here's our next example. We have 2.42 divided by 2.2. Don't forget, you can use estimation strategies, like front-end estimation, which would say that just 2 divided by 2. It's going to be around 1. So that's something you should be doing to make sure you're checking your work. So the first thing I do is I go, okay, this must be, if we're using these two formulas here, that we got out of this area equals base times height, we can pick one of them, it doesn't matter. But we say, let's say we pick this one again. Oh no, we'll pick this one this time to make it more interesting. Height is equal to area divided by base. So if this is area and it's divided by base, I'm going to write that out. We're going to solve it for the height. Height is equal to 2.42 divided by 2.2. And now all I have to do is model that area, 2.42, that's my area, and then I'm going to model the base as 2.2. So first of all, I'll find out what I need for 2.42. I need 2 flats, I need 4 tenths, and I need 2 hundredths. So this is not working. How do I make a rectangle? This isn't working. I've got these extra hundredths here and so forth. So you have to look at it in terms of, all right, I know a base. My base is 2.2. So is this whoops. Is my base 2.2? No way. So I'm going to make it 2.2. All right, I got my base 2.2. So have I used all my bits though? Do I have an area of 2.42? No, I've got these that aren't placed yet. I've got a base of 2.2, but I've got to figure out how to fit these in to make a rectangle. So how about this? All right, I've got there. Now, I will have my 2.2. I've got my area of 2.42, and now it gives me my height. So my height is 1.1. So the answer to this division question is 1.1. And that's around my estimate. Okay, so that's understanding division with base 10 blocks. It's not always super easy. There are some division questions you can't do with these base 10 blocks because we don't have thousands and so forth. But it allows you to see it from a different perspective. Now I'm going to switch over to the computer for the screencasting for a completely different perspective. Stay tuned.